We just got our first real teaser for the season 2 of Arcane. In the teaser, we have confirmation of both Singed in actual Singed form, not just the Doctor, and Warwick. Warwick and Singed are both original characters. Warwick is one of the first junglers. If you haven't seen Arcane for some crazy reason, you gotta check it out. It's super good. You don't need to be a fan of the video games. It's just an excellent story that really should be enjoyed by everybody, and the animation, top notch. I put the trailer over on our site, and we're going to discuss it more on the next Geek Freaks. They just announced a brand new Star Wars movie coming our way. The new movie called The Mandalorian and Grogu will be directed by Jon Favreau, and production's going to start this year. Producing this one's going to be Jon Favreau, of course, Dave Filoni, and Kathleen Kennedy, kind of the trio of Star Wars right now. This movie's kind of been softly announced before. It's going to be the conclusion to Ahsoka, the Book of Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian series. It should lead to the conclusion of the entire Thrawn story. There are 2 other movies being worked on right now, one that's focusing on Rey, and one that's focusing on the early days of the Force. There's a lot to discuss there, actually. There's been some drama going on. We're going to discuss all that on the next Geek Freaks podcast, because it's a deep conversation. But we have a lot of Star Wars coming down the pipe, including Skeleton Crew, The Acolyte, and a bunch of seasons to shows we already like. My question for you is, how do you want to see this story end? Do you want Grogu to have a full Mandalorian armor? Do you want him to get a lightsaber? Maybe even both. I really hope they perfect the jumping animation for Grogu. It's a little cringy in the show. I want that to look really good on the big screen. What do you guys think? Also announced, actually, is they are currently working on Ahsoka Season 2. So that's also in development. It's coming down the pipe. Recently, we had some confirmation that Stephen Wynn was going to be in the Marvel Thunderbolts movie. He was supposed to be playing Sentry. But according to The Hollywood Reporter, today he's stepping out of the project. There's no firm reason, but they're predicting the reason is because of the scheduling differences after all the delays from the strikes that we had last year. Stephen's an awesome actor. I know the MCU is going to pick him up again in the future sometime. So while this kind of sucks, I know he's going to be back for something else. Possible spoiler warning for Captain America 4. There's a new Lego set on the horizon, and leaks show it could be confirming one of the rumors for the new Captain America. The reported leak set shows Sam Wilson versus the Red Hulk. With the Harrison Ford casting of Thunderbolt Ross, we knew that they had some big plans for that character. And when you're talking about Ross, you eventually get to Red Hulk, so it just kind of makes sense. The set also mentions the new Falcon and Sabra from the comics. What do you guys think about Red Hulk? Do you think that's the proper villain for the next Captain America movie? And do you think they're going to use this as a good send-off for Thaddeus Ross? Welcome to 2024. Let's talk about Mickey Mouse and the public domain. Starting this year, Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie and Plain Crazy are now in the public domain, meaning everybody can use them without asking permission from the Disney company. Through very creative lawyers, Disney extended the original copyright on Steamboat Willie. It was supposed to be 56 years, now it's nearly 100 years we finally have him. Disney has stated that they are dedicated to protecting the modern version of Mickey. It's only that old Steamboat Willie version that's available. Literally the minute it became available, there's already a video game company talking about their video game. It's a horror Mickey Mouse video game. We saw a movie with Winnie the Pooh. Speaking of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger is now in the public domain, and so is Minnie Mouse from Plain Crazy. There's a lot of other things that also joined the public domain. I always find it very interesting to see what else is available, but Mickey Mouse is definitely taking the headlines this morning. Alright, have a happy new year. Jack Black will be leading the new Minecraft movie. Warner Brothers just announced this. Jack Black is joining an amazing cast, including Jason Momoa, Emma Myers, Daniel Brooks, and Sebastian Hansen. We have no clue what the plot will be for this, but I also didn't have a lot of hope for that Super Mario movie. And of course, Jack Black played Bowser in that movie, and that ended up being outstanding. So I'm just going to give them the trust, and hopefully this expands one of my favorite video game franchises. What do you guys think of Jack Black playing Steve?